Hello, everybody. I'm Toby Shifsky, the Vice President of Dearborn Real Estate Education. And today I have with me Kate Wagner, who is a product manager for Dearborn Real Estate Education. Hi, Kate.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Well, today we're going to do our Dearborn Partner Webinar. New year, new catalog, new website, and new website and catalog to guide your school. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go through these new assets that are available for everybody so that you know how to get to the most current and accurate products and services that Dearborn offers. And we've got none other than Kate Wagner, who is our outstanding product manager for Dearborn Real Estate Education. She's responsible for really all the products that you have access to as a Dearborn partner. And so, Kate, thank you for being here today. And why don't you go ahead and start to take us through? But I would like everybody, if you could, in the chat, give it a little hello in the chat to make sure everybody we know where you're coming from. And once again, the chats are not anonymous, but all the poll questions that we're going to do during this presentation are going to be anonymous. So nobody's going to see what you answered on this. But the chats, your names are attached to it. So I'm going to say hello from St. Paul. Minnesota is where I am today in the chat, just to make sure you guys can all see the chat. You got those tools up for you. We have Chris Robinson on, who's a national account director, and for Dearborn, he's going to be helping in the chat. You got any questions about sales? Like, hey, Chris, I want this product. How do I get it? Just you can chat him right in the chat. And we also have Jenna Lucas, who is our marketing partner, who is going to be helping dropping in some key links for you, some hot links that you guys can grab and go to some of these resources that we're going to be talking about. But first, let's start with a poll question. This is where everybody gets to play along, all right? So you're here, you're in the session. These are anonymous. What is your primary role at your real estate school? And if you could, take a second to answer this poll question. That way we can kind of tailor the webinar around kind of your needs. And so if you're on your phone, you may have to swipe your screen to get to the poll, but as you should all see a pop-up on your screen for this poll. If you would, go ahead. These are anonymous. Also, while you're doing this poll, we do these webinars, and then within a couple of days, we'll actually send out a video of the webinar. So if you got to leave for any reason during the middle of it, you can do that. But if you want to ask questions, you got to do it live. And then if you want to send this video link onto your team, you can definitely do that too once we send it out within a couple days. Okay. Also, you're going to see later in the presentation, because Kate gave me a little sneak peek, you're going to see where you can actually get to all the old Dearborn partner webinars where we talk about everything about, 3 different marketing tactics and strategies that you can employ now, how average order value is important, upcoming courses and opportunities in like the state of Ohio and those kind of things. All those videos are available to you on the dearborn.com website. And I know Kate's going to point that out a little bit later. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and end our poll. And look at this. We've got a pretty good, I always share the results too. You're going to see them. Kate, we got like over 50% of the people are owner operators. Now you can answer more than one here, but so administrator, 56%, and instructors, 44%. We don't have any potential new customers on here at this time, so we can just talk to our people who are already our customers. And so we can kind of dig in a little bit deep, Kate, I think, on some things, because they'll be familiar with it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing and go back. I think we have one more poll question, everybody. So we wanted to make sure and ask this. So what methods of delivery does your school offer? Because we're going to talk about both books, live online, and we're going to talk about online asynchronous education and how you get to those resources and what's available there and the resources that you need to navigate to in order to ask for those resources. So what methods of delivery does your school offer its education to students? In other words, you can do multiple solutions here, so you can answer more than one answer. But do you do in-person education? Do you do live online education? Do you do asynchronous online education? Home study, hey, I send books. We do, maybe has an online exam, but I just send the books. Or do you do hybrid, live plus async or home study? So do you do some sort of live along with some sort of distance education in a combo package? And And check all that apply. So this will help us. Look at this. So we got like right now it's sitting at 56% to in-person classroom. So you have a live location, your butt in seat, you got people there. That's awesome. Look, it's just gone up. So another person has answered. So live online education, just about the same amount going on. I'm going to close this poll in about 4 seconds. Okay, everybody. So go ahead and take an answer and I'll share. You guys can all see what's going to happen here. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End the poll. I share the results. So we got 64% of the people on here, Kate, are in person. 55% do live online. Asynchronous, 91%. Good on you, 91%. Home study, 9%. And then hybrid, live, plus some sort of a distance, 64%. Look at that. That's a really good spread going on there. But I tell you what, if we had asked this question 10 years ago, you would see a bigger percentage in person and a bigger percentage in home study. And so it's funny to see how things have really kind of shifted around. Even 3 years ago, in person would be sitting at about 15, 16% because of COVID. But look at this, 64%. That's pretty good. All right. We're going to ask for some insights. Some of you, I see some names that I know. Jim Horton, I see some stuff, people's names on here. By all means, please contribute. If you have questions, ask in the chat. We'll try to answer them. If you see somebody else ask a question and you think you got the right answer, by all means, share your expertise. Just remember, your name is visible in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing the results on the polls and quizzes. Kate, let's jump right in. So the Dearborn, we've got lots of things happening on Dearborn that a lot of people don't always really realize, because I know, in running a school, you got your head down. You're dealing with students, you're dealing with instructors, you're dealing with regulators, you're dealing with marketing, you're dealing with sales, you're dealing with everything. You may not have noticed what's going on with Dearborn. So I thank you all for being here just to take a little time to see what we've been doing, because we've been busy. As a matter of fact, this is what Kate has been doing, diligently for the last several years, preparing for this kind of a move with Dearborn. So Kate, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to you, and then I'm going to kind of help with some questions as we go along. So why don't you take us through what's happening at Dearborn Real Estate Education?
Well, yes, Dearborn has had a lot of movement in the last few years, not only new states that we've entered, but also new platforms, new websites, which I'm going to be talking about in a little bit. And along with that, just moving along with the trends of the industry, more states are starting to allow online asynchronous delivery. For example, in New Jersey, and more recently, some new information learned from the state of Ohio. And so Dearborn is always working to keep up with those regulator changes, and keep up with being able to provide our clients, our Dearborn clients, the newest, greatest platforms and services available to support your real estate schools. So one of the ways that we do that is with our content. We have an incredible team of people who work on content for Dearborn Real Estate Education. Our content team works closely with subject matter experts who are unique state by state to develop products, and whether it be books or online courses, to fulfill the regulatory needs within all of these states. And so
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Kate, I got a quick question for everybody playing along. So Kate just said something very important. So we have experts. Everybody talks about AI and how it's changing content and all this kind of stuff. I can tell you, we are looking at AI. I think everybody has to look at AI. As a matter of fact, we're going to have a webinar coming up about 4 things you could do in your school right now with AI. That'll be coming out soon. But the idea is this: the AI, even though it can help in some areas, help make you very efficient, it doesn't actually make your content better, is what we're finding yet. It's still not quite there. And everything we do has to be touched by a human to make sure it's accurate. Everything, still. But we have a very large content team. And my question is to everybody, play along here. Now, I don't have a poll question, but if you could in the chat, how many subject matter experts / authors do you think Dearborn has that we work with? nearly on a daily basis, at least on a weekly or monthly basis in the time of a year as we update regularly content and put out new editions and new versions of online courses and all those things. Take a wild guess. Anybody got a guess? This is like The Price is Right. You know, you can go $1 over somebody else. Take a guess, like how many authors we do this with? 2 to 3 per state covered. Jim Horton, I like that. That's pretty. Look at that. That's kind of a clever way to state it, Jim. I like that. You're smart. I thought he'd just throw out a big number, but anybody else want to throw a guess in there? Because 2 per state is pretty darn close. We got about 60 subject matter expert authors that we work with all the time, just to produce the content for you. And by all means, we even some of our school owners who are operators, they are some of our content experts also. So if that is something you're interested in, if you're a local industry expert, we are always looking for that kind of top talent also to help. So that's clever boy. I like it. All right. So sorry, Kate. Go ahead. Go on.
Yeah. No, that's great information to share because the information is coming from those people who are closest to the market and supported by our team, our content team of 7 people here in our company. So I wanted to call out what's been happening at least since 2023, because I think it's still important for if you're, head down in your state, it's good for you to know that we've actually introduced content, online courses, and our books in so many states since 2023. The reason I think it might be helpful for you to know is if you're in a surrounding state, this might be an opportunity for you to expand your geographic reach to even in an online asynchronous way or even a home study way into additional states. So here's a list of states that we have launched into since 2023. And then
Yeah,
what's
look at that.
coming as far as our reach to Dearborn now and in the coming year. We released 100 products for sale. I'm sorry, that's a typo. It should say in 2024. That's how many products we're pushing out every year. 100 of products last year in 2024 in a variety of states as well as national general topics as well. We currently offer books and or online courses and packages in 35 states across the country with state-specific content. And we have 5 new states tentatively planned to release this calendar year. More immediately, we are planning to launch Ohio. Our goal for that is April. Oregon will be this summer, followed by Nebraska, Indiana, and Louisiana. I don't have exact dates on those just yet. But we are moving and we are continually adding new states to be able to service you or additional partners that might come our way.
And on that point, I'll just point out because I think most school operators that I'm looking at the names on here, but as a school operator, if you are in a border city and you're running a school, you know the power of cross-border marketing. You know the power of dual licensed people, state to state. A lot of them states will have reciprocity, some states don't. Finding that business that's available state to state might be really obvious if you, like I said, if you're in a border town on a state line. But when you're on the other side of the state and you're not on the border, it's not always top of mind. Here's what I can tell you is that generally, when there's a border state, 8 to 10% of that state's population, depending on each state, kind of varies a bit, but can be dual licensed. So if you wanted a way to increase your business, you may already have customers that you're servicing in one state who have to go somewhere else to get their education in another state, as opposed to getting it from you. So either they're CE, or if they wanted to upgrade their license and get licensed in another state, they already might like you, but they're forced to go somewhere else because you don't offer that education. Distance education is a great way to reach across an entire state, to reach all of the border states around you and leverage those relationships. In person and classroom, obviously, you got some geographic reach area limitations there, but there's a big business of dual and even triple licensed people, and there are a couple areas in the country, especially on the Eastern Seaboard, where you can have people with 4 different licenses. And most of their career paths will start by getting a license in one state and then getting a license in the next state, the next state, the next state. And depending on reciprocity, the requirements may be higher or lower. But to understand that you can cross borders and it doesn't take on all that much more work, and you already understand how to work with regulators and how to sell to people. It's a great way that we're finding people can expand their business quickly. So look at this, though. We got 5 new states coming this year. Oh, and by the way, Louisiana is already with the regulator in Louisiana, and we are going through that process right now. So we fully expect to have that. A couple little hurdles in there. Every state is different, but we'll get there. And here, these are the ones on our target list for this year.
That's
Okay.
right. So as a provider of real estate education to our Dearborn clients or real estate schools out there in the market, our biggest challenge sometimes is just being able to show everyone all of the products and services that as a full service education provider that we can provide to all of you. And so we can do that through a variety of ways. First and foremost being that we put out a Dearborn catalog every year, and that catalog fully shows all of the offerings that we offer by state as well as national general topics as well that schools can adopt, and they can submit. You can submit to your own state as and become your own school of record to offer that education to your students. We also launched a new website, and I'm going to talk about the new website in a little bit here, but we launched a brand new Dearborn.com website in December of 2024, and with some great new enhancements, again, finding ways to get the word out to our Dearborn clients and to potential new Dearborn partners, to just really understand what it is Dearborn can offer for your school.
Yeah,
So I'm
we
going
have done a lot of building, a lot of organizing, and so you can see that if you've been a customer of ours for years, you know that over the last several years, we've changed the look and feel of our catalog to get really it's about speed, speed to revenue for you. So we've organized our catalog into state specific sections. So you can go right to your state and see all the things available for your state in our catalog. Before you kind of had to hunt and peck and all the way through. And so, in fact, Kate, I think you were going to take us and show us the catalog. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Jenna
So
just also dropped a link to the Dearborn catalog right there in the chat, but I'm going to navigate through on my screen here and just call out some key highlights about the catalog that I think are pretty cool. So let me just show you. This is if Jenna sent you the link, if you plug into
yeah,
that, you're going to
I see it in
actually
the
be able to
chat there, right?
download.
Everybody in the chat, you can hit that link and go download if you haven't got the electronic catalog. Beautiful catalog. Go ahead, Kate, take us through it.
Yeah, so this is what we call an interactive PDF catalog and has some great features to it. You can scroll through the catalog by just flipping those pages. And what I'm going to show you here is that our catalog is organized not only by product type, product category, but also by state.
Yeah.
And our catalog talks a lot about all of the multiple delivery methods that we offer across the variety of our products that we sell. So Dearborn, as you probably know, offers books, ebooks, and online courses and packages for adoption and use in your own real estate schools. Our books account for about 50% of our sales. That just goes to show that live education, whether it be, in class or live online, is still a need out there in the market. So we have our books and our ebooks. Those can be accessible for you to purchase either through our Dearborn bulk order bookstore or calling into our customer service team. And our books and ebooks are also available directly to your students through a bookstore. And I'll show you that in a little while. And then next, the other type of products that we offer as a full service education provider are online courses. So as I mentioned, we have a lot of states that have now opened up online asynchronous education as an acceptable delivery method. And we offer online courses which are accessible by becoming an RE Campus partner. RE Campus
That's
is,
the name of the
yeah,
platform, right,
it
Kate?
is
RE
the,
Campus.
yeah, that is our trademarked name for our e-commerce site. You can become an RE Campus partner. It's a platform that you can customize a portal for your school. You can choose to adopt the courses that you want to offer on your RE Campus platform. That RE Campus platform allows your school to sell those online courses to your students, and the student will access the courses through your platform and get them into the learning management system. All of that is done through RE Campus. So if what I'm showing you now and throughout the rest of the presentation today is of interest to you, and you aren't currently, let's say, an RE Campus partner, or you're new to Dearborn entirely, how, a lot of people say, well, how am I supposed to let you know? If you're brand new to Dearborn and you want to become involved with our full service education, you can email partners@dearborn.com. Or if you're an existing client and you want to add more products to your RE Campus portal, or you want to adopt more books, you can email salesops@dearborn.com.
And we'll be dropping those links into the chat, and also we have them at the end of the presentation on a nice page. But I think that the key here is, if you want to expand, if you want to try something different, we're here to help you do that. We help schools all day long. People have questions about, well, what do you think about this? What about this package? What are you seeing for, the kind of business that's being driven? We are everybody at Dearborn is challenged with being a good partner for you. And so you may not have all the answers. The reason I'm here and I share things about the business is because we need you to be bigger, faster, stronger. We need you to not be stuck in your pursuit of being to market in your business, to speed to revenue. One of the big themes for us is really speed to revenue. How do you get to making money faster? And we want to be that partner. That's who we are. That's what our products. That's why we've developed this electronic catalog. That's why we've updated our website, which, as you're going to see, looks a little bit like the electronic catalog. It's broken down into some very easy searchable state information. It's to get you to the answers and the things you need faster. And that's what we're efforting towards at Dearborn.
That's right. One final thing I want to talk about with the catalog before I move on to the website is just that, the state-specific accessibility of knowing what does Dearborn offer in my state. These are all clickable links. So if I click on Pennsylvania, it's going to take me straight to that page in the catalog. And it very clearly lays out all of the offerings that we provide for adoption in that particular state, whether it be pre-licensing, exam prep, and continuing education. We learned from our surveys done with our catalog that that's what our clients want to understand. They don't want to hear everything. They just want to know, what can I sell in my state? And so I'm going to take us to the website, because we've, as I mentioned, launched a new website in December based on a lot of survey feedback, and built that idea of, tell me what I can offer in my state. And that is laid out very clearly here on our website. So just some general navigation about our website. It was built in such a way that it supports not only incoming people that don't know anything about Dearborn and want to learn more about Dearborn to become a new partner of Dearborn. I'm not going to spend so much time on that today, because I think from the survey, it looked like we have a lot of existing partners here today. But that navigation talks through who is Dearborn and what can we offer for you. Our next navigation really is addressing all of our existing clients. Now, if I click on this main navigation page, there's a lot of information here for existing partners, and resources, easy access to some of those things that as a partner you need to know or need to access immediately. We also have a lot of sub-levels here. These are some of the highest searched for things by our existing partners. So those are all accessible here through these sub-levels. I'm specifically going to bring up our bookstore. talking about that book and ebook delivery method that we offer to our Dearborn partners. So as a Dearborn partner, you can order books either through the Dearborn Partner Bulk Order Bookstore. This is with credit card pay, and that is where, as a confirmed school partner of Dearborn, we will give you wholesale pricing. So pricing based on the type of client you are. You can place that order and order books in bulk. So once you order 10 or more books of a particular title, you're going to get wholesale bulk discount pricing. And all of that gets calculated through this purchase process using the Partner Bulk Order Bookstore. You can also order books through our customer service phone number as well, and that is all listed within our contact section on the website. But I also want to call out that we have a Dearborn bookstore for students. So if you have a student that you would like, and you're not an RE Campus partner, I should say, and you want to have students purchase directly from the bookstore, this is where you would send them. And you could even put a deep link of this straight into your school's website if you'd like.
So Kate, just a point of
Mhm.
clarification.
Yeah.
We have a bulk order bookstore where if you go through and you want to be a bulk order purchaser, we have to verify your school because
Right.
you can't open that up to students who, could come. That does not
No.
what that's for. This is for bulk order. This is for you as a school. You got a live program, live online, live program. We ship the books to you. You ship it out to your students, or you hand it to them in the classroom. You get a
Exactly.
good price and a good deal, and it's very easy. It's self-serve. You can do it on your own. You can also still contact us and we'll help you with your order. But the bulk order
Yes.
bookstore allows you to self-serve because maybe you're buying the same books over and over and over. The Dearborn bookstore for students
Yep.
kind of looks a little bit the same, has a lot of the same titles, but it's really meant as a retail site for students to come and purchase. So let's say you didn't want to bulk order bookstore and you wanted to offer for students to say, hey, go to the Dearborn site, buy the book there, have it shipped right to your house. You could
Yep.
do that. And we do. We have lots of partners that do that, have the book shipped right to their house.
That's right. And so we're just providing multiple ways, whatever works for your business model, to be able to offer books to your students. Maybe you don't have a physical location as a school, and so you want those books shipped directly to your student without you having to turn them around. This
Yeah.
is one option for you. The
The other
books.
option, and I know you're going to talk about it a little bit, is with RE Campus, our online platform. If you are a RE Campus partner, we actually have a bookstore on your education portal that you can send your students to. That's kind of your own portal, your own stuff, your own books, and students can then order from that portal. Correct, Kate?
That is correct. RE
Okay.
Campus partners who have an Campus portal, your students can purchase books straight off of that bookstore as well. That's right. So our bookstore, though, whether it be here off of our dearborn.com website or through your RE Campus portal, there's a lot of features here. You can do keyword searches to, let's say I just want to know about the Ohio book, or I want to know about the New Mexico book. You can use the search terms. You can also filter by if you want to look for a book or an ebook or a flashcard. There's a lot of functionality here to help your students find the books that they're looking for. All right, let's go back to the website. There is a chat on here. Melissa Belcastro, you asked about, do we have state-specific pre-licensed materials? And we definitely do. We have in upwards of 30 some states. So if you could let us know what state you're in, Chris Robinson, who's on the chat here, he might be able to line you up to let you know what pre-licensing materials we offer potentially in the state that you're in. We'd need to know what state that is.
Right. And just one point of clarification. So a lot of people will open up our books and our catalog or our website and they'll say national courses, national licensing content. And whenever you see national, I want you to think it can go everywhere. It's all based on federal law, federal acts, federal rules, and standard real estate procedures, principles that can go everywhere. So when you see national, just think, oh, I can use that anywhere. That's really kind of the key over the term national, the way we use it in the catalogs or on the website. Okay.
That's right. So let's get to the good stuff. We've gone through if you're a new partner, if you're an existing partner, but a lot of times, like I said, what people want to know, our partners want to know is just tell me what you can offer me in my state. And so we have the navigation built out so that we can go straight to the products. And in this case, you can see real estate offerings by state. Um, you can either scroll through the carousel to find the state that you're looking for, or click that state in the upper left-hand corner. Let's look at Georgia. Our website for the state specific sections is organized by product category. And then we offer, like I said, a variety of books and or online courses by state. So we'll start at the top, pre-licensing courses and products. We always call out the recommended products and packages for you to offer. That's always shown at the front. These are things that this isn't for where your student is going to purchase off of. This is where you, as the Dearborn school, can see what Dearborn offers for you to provide either on your RE campus portal or to your students.
Yeah, so we have both products. We have books and we have courses here, and it'll delineate what the two are. We even,
right.
in those first two recommended ones, those are like packages. So when
Those are
we sell,
packages.
yeah, when we sell on RE campus, we highly advise using packages for licensing education because we find that when you're offered a package or an individual course, 90% of the people really just want to click the package. And so you get a much bigger sale. There's probably a discount on it if you package it all together. So it
Absolutely.
allows for a little bit of a discount also. And so we try to package everything you need in those couple different types of packages. And then Kate, I think what you're doing here is you've kind of clicked into one of the packages. And the nice thing on the website is it'll take you to as deep a level as you need to know about what's all in those packages too.
That's
Right?
right. All you
Yeah.
need to do is click on to view, read more, and there's going to be a full description of what's offered in that package. We can go back.
Yeah, maybe do another one once.
And this is the real estate professional track. So that's our pre-licensing and exam prep products.
And where do they see that it's an online course or it's a book? How do you know the difference?
You see that right here, package. Here is just the individual pre-licensing course with no exam prep. Again, we're recommending for you to offer your students these packages.
Yeah.
On the one hand, you're going to get a higher order average value, and you're going to be giving your students a more rounded educational experience. And like
Okay.
Toby said, those packages, if you were to add up all of the components of those packages a la carte individually, we actually, by purchasing these packages here, you're getting a better deal than offering them individually. Down here,
So
we've
let's say
got the
somebody wanted to
ebook.
go to that ebook, go to the textbook ones.
Yeah.
And somebody wanted to like, oh my gosh, this is it, right? So Melissa's on here. Melissa, you're playing along now. Melissa says, my gosh, I want to expand into Georgia. This is going to be fantastic. I want to buy this book. I've come in, I've read all this. Can I just buy it here, or where do I need to go to buy this now for my, let's say it's live students in person?
Mm-hmm. If you would like to purchase books and ebooks, you can either call our customer service number to purchase those books or sign up to become a bulk order partner and purchase those books using that bulk order bookstore.
Got it.
In addition, if you would like to become an RE Campus partner, or let's say you are and you want to start offering these courses that you don't currently offer, you can, let me just click on this, type this request information button here, and that will then take you to the stack where you can fill out this form and send off information saying, I am Melissa. I am interested in offering the Georgia professional track. Please send me more information about it, and our sales team will follow up with you to get you started on that path.
Is it a big long form or a little? Can you just hit it to say I'm existing? How does that look?
Yep.
Okay, so there's
Name,
state, email,
school,
phone.
what state
Okay.
you're in, and then this is where you would just enter that information of what you would like to adopt.
Okay, so the product. So, and what this does is this allows us to verify that you actually are a school and you're not a student trying to log in and get the access to the final exam. We don't want any of that. And so this is a part of a verification, and then allows us for us to do our work because we do the heavy lifting. We put those products up on your RE Campus portal. But this is just a trigger that speed. How do you get this in? And then we can fulfill it as fast as possible. In fact, you guys should know we have some of our fulfillment on these forms and these setup pieces. Kaplan's worldwide, so we have resources all over the world. We have people who work through the night on some of this stuff. So once again, it's about speed to revenue for you through Dearborn, who obviously is a big part of what Kaplan's doing across the country and across the world. So,
That's right.
okay.
Melissa, I just want to answer a quick question for you. I see you're in Nebraska. Nebraska is one of the states that we will be offering pre-licensing online education in later in 2025. So if you want to leave, well, Chris Robinson is on here. We can grab your name and make sure that you're included in information when we're getting close to releasing that Nebraska products.
Got it.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. We have a couple more features about the Dearborn website that we want to show, and that is our resources section. This webinar, along with many webinars, mostly we offer them once a month for Dearborn webinars. All of those webinars that have been recorded and they are located here, you're just able to open up that webinar and play that video right there. There's a huge library of webinars. Just keep loading more, loading more. We've been doing these for quite a few years, and there's a lot of information here, state specific, but also webinar information to help you run your business as a real estate school. And lastly, I want to highlight who do you contact if you have more questions about Dearborn, or you need some assistance, or you want to become a partner. I want to first and foremost call out our account directors. We have Chris Robinson, who is on the call today. He acts as our moderator on all of our Dearborn webinars. Thank you, Chris. And then we have Andrew and Tyler. All of these people are great resources of not only the real estate market, but helping you become on board as a Dearborn client, a provider of the education products that we develop. And then for existing clients who are already signed up with Dearborn, we have a client engagement team consisting of 4 people, and that team can be reached through salesops@dearborn.com. Those wonderful team members can answer your questions, provide you with submission materials, help you add new products to your portal, or help answer questions about the books that we offer for adoption. So I think we've covered there's so much about the website. I really recommend you go in there and start just kind of playing around with it. But I've kind of called out a lot of the highlights of how you can use not only our catalog, but our webinar as a resource for you to understand what Dearborn can offer.
Right on. Just as in closing, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. We're going to hang for just a couple of minutes to answer any more questions. Look at that. We have Melissa on. How great is that? It's the Deputy Director of Education in Nebraska. She says that she has lots of schools using Dearborn content there already. That would probably be along the lines of our national and go everywhere topic stuff. You should be seeing, Melissa, if you already haven't, you should be seeing soon our content for the Nebraska licensing. And so we're kind of excited about what's happening with our growth, not only around the country, but also really Nebraska, and we're now in Oklahoma also. So we're super excited about bringing the way we like to do business to the rest of the country. And any other questions from anybody on what's happening with Dearborn, what's happening with our catalog, what you will see as we go forward? If I can just kind of give you a little vision forward for us on how to get the information. We're super excited about the website, just so you know. We had a very old website. This is a new website. It's not perfect, but it is being made better every single day. And the thing we like about the website, I don't know if any of you have ever got the old paper catalogs from Dearborn, but they were fantastic catalogs and beautiful. I mean, just awesome catalogs. But the moment we print them, they were out of date because, you know, as soon as you print it, it's locked in time. And so we want to continue to what we do. We offered 100 new products last year, so our website can update all the time. It will be the resource where you go for the most current and accurate products available to you. And it will be refined as we go throughout this year and next year, even to the point, way up in the, next year sometime, you'll probably go to the website and you'll log in, and then you'll be able to access all the products and do your own ordering right there for just about everything. That's our end goal, but we had to take it in small steps. So right now you can go there and you can search on by product, you can search by delivery, you can search by your state. And so we do see our energy going more and more into the website because it could be the most accurate, up-to-date information available to you. And it's a quick way to get our message out if we have some news or anything that has to push out immediately. And we'll start directing you to the website too for some of that stuff. But always at Dearborn, you can contact a live person. You can contact an individual. You can get a hold of sales team. You can get a hold of our client success team, and they will get back to you. And once again, we want to be your partner that helps you quickly get to the revenues, get to the business that you want to have. And that's what we strive for every day at Dearborn.
Thanks everyone for joining us today. We're only a phone call away, so let us know if there's anything else we can service for you.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we'll talk to you soon.